You don't notice it at first, but every day you don't create, something disappears. So what are you really waiting for? The bell rings, same time, same chime, always two tones, spaced just slightly too far apart to feel comfortable. You don't flinch anymore, you just walk to the door. There's a package wrapped in thick paper, sitting neatly at the base of the hatch. A small card is tucked into the twine, printed clear in black letters. Do not open. File in section D. You read it twice like you always do, even though the words never change, except today, the period on the letter D is missing. You pause, squint, look again. Still gone. You glance at the shelf on your left, a row of identical cards pinned in a quiet sequence. All perfect, all punctuated. Until now. It's probably nothing. So you untie the twine, careful not to tear the paper, as usual. It's a quiet ritual, one that you take pride in. Beneath the wrapping is a book. No title, just a name. Yours. Same as yesterday, same as every day. You turn towards the hall. Section D is 3 corridors over. You know the route. You know the shelf. You know the space on the left, pre-measured, pre-logged, waiting. And still, that missing period follows you. You walk the corridor in silence, your boots echoing softly on the stone, just enough to remind you that you're entirely alone. You pass section C, turn the corner, and there it is, section D. 12 shelves, 16 rows each, labeled, ordered, precise. The space for today's book is already there, measured to the millimeter, waiting. You slide the book into place. It fits. Of course it fits. But your hand lingers, not on the spine, on this card, the one from today, the one missing that period. You hold it against yesterday's. Perfect match, except for the one small difference. It shouldn't matter, but it does matter. Because you've done this for years. You've followed every instruction without question. And now, some part of you is questioning. That night you sleep, but not well. You've had this dream before. You never remember when it started, only that it's coming more frequently now. You're standing in the corridor, section D, but the lights are off. The rows stretch farther away than they should, past the edge of the architecture that you know by heart. The labels are wrong. Some are in languages that you don't recognize. Some are backwards. Some are blank altogether. You're holding a book in your hands. It's heavy, warm somehow, like it remembers something that you can't quite put your finger on. You open it. But before you can see what's inside, the pages crumble into ash. Not burned, just gone. Like they were never there to begin with. You try to scream, but instead, you whisper your own name. And wake up. The bell's ringing. Same time, same chime. But this time it's a little too loud. Or maybe your ears are still ringing from the dream. You open the door. The package is waiting. Same size, same wrap, same twine. But today, no card. Just the book. No label, no instructions, no section to file it in. Just your name. You pause. Stare at it for longer than usual. Then check the floor, the hatch, the crack between the door and the frame. Anywhere the card could have slipped. Nothing. No card. Your fingers tighten around the paper. The wrapping feels slightly off, a little bit thinner. Like it wasn't folded with the same precision as before. You don't unwrap it, not yet. Instead, you walk to the desk where yesterday's card still sits, the one without the period. You never keep these here. They're meant to be hung up. But you didn't hang this one up. You're not sure why. Now this book sits beside it. No instructions, no place to put it. And for the first time in as long as you can remember, you don't know what's next. So you sit. The book rests in front of you. Its weight, unfamiliar somehow. Heavier in the hands, warmer than it should be. It feels expectant. You trace the edge of the cover with your thumb, not intentionally, just your hand moves. You tell yourself you're just checking the binding, that it's habit, curiosity, that you'll file it soon. But your fingers press. The cover opens. No resistance, like it was always meant to. And inside, a single blank page. You pause, flip to the next. Also blank. You turn another and another. Faster now. Nothing. No table of contents, no instructions. Your hands stop. You glance around the room like someone might be watching. Like someone might clarify what you're supposed to do with this. But the room doesn't say anything. And for the first time in as long as you can remember, neither does the system you've been a part of. So you flip back to the first page. Run your fingers along the edge, searching for embossing, watermarks, hidden ink. Still, nothing. You close the book, then open it again as if something might appear this time. Still blank. You turn it upside down, tap the spine, check between the pages. Nothing. So you rise. You walk to the nearest shelf, pull a book at random. Your name on the spine. Same cover, same weight. You open it, blank. Another, blank. Row after row, volume after volume, all with your name. All empty. The books tumble around you now, falling into piles, pages fluttering open. Silence. You don't even realize you're breathing harder, that your palms are sweaty, that your chest feels like it's folding in on itself. You stop thrashing. The silence wraps around you, thick and heavy. You're surrounded by open books now. Spines cracked, pages scattered. Every one of them blank. You didn't expect this. You don't know what you were looking for, only that it wasn't this. You turn slowly, trying to make sense of it. The shelves, the corridors, the rows that don't seem to end. And then through the blur of it all, your eyes land on the desk. One book still sitting there. The one that you never filed. Today's book. You walk back to it, not quickly, just drawn. You pick it up, still open. And for the first time, you notice something else. You place your hand on the open page. It's smoother than you remember. Cool at first, then warm beneath your fingers. Like it's been waiting for contact. Your thumb brushes the spine, and that's when you feel it. A thin groove tucked along the edge. You lean in, look closer. There, nearly hidden in the binding. A pen. Slim, worn smooth, perfectly fit to the curve of your hand. You lift it gently. It has weight, familiarity, like something you've held before, though you can't remember when. You look back to the page, still blank, still open. The shelves are still here, the silence still thick, but now you're not searching for instructions. You're just holding the pen. You roll it lightly between your fingers. It steadies you like an anchor or a thread. And without meaning to, you exhale. The story you just heard might not have been yours exactly. But if it stirred something, if it made you feel that weight in your chest, that ache behind your ribs, you already know what it was about. Whatever came before, the shelves you filled, the pages that you didn't, it's already behind you. In the future, it'll be shaped by whatever happens in this next breath. Because that's all a story ever is, a choice made in the present, repeated. And you get to choose what's on this page. Thanks for watching.